No, he's excited, and he's already like in training camp right now in Vegas.
He's taking it serious.
Yeah, like he's already training. Like I'm taking a little bit of break because I did just 4 fights in the past year.
Yeah,
so I'm taking like a week and a half, 2 weeks off right now. But he's already in training camp in Vegas, so he's not fucking around.
In a shocking move, Jake Paul has just confronted Mike Tyson in a live session. It appears that the upcoming bout is getting more intense and things have started to become a bit ugly as well. So, Mike Tyson is strategizing to silence his YouTube adversary once and for all, marking the end of his illustrious career. This revelation comes straight from Mike's close confidant and legendary fighter, Zab Judah, who emphasizes that the upcoming fight is far from a mere publicity stunt. Judah admitted, "I personally think that the Mike Tyson that we know, the animal, the lion, he's going to show up. That is scary. If Mike is taking this fight on, and evidently he knows exactly what he's doing, and trust me, Mike is going to be Mike." Critics lambasted Tyson's recent bout against Roy Jones Jr. as nothing more than a glorified sparring session. However, Judah anticipates that the upcoming July match will offer a completely different spectacle. He said, "Nah, I mean, I don't get that from Mike. When Mike gets in the ring, he hands me business. So if he took on a Jake Paul challenge, Jake Paul is going to have a problem." He emphasized that come June, at the age of 58, Mike won't hesitate to push for an early end to the bout, aiming to conclude the fight well before the completion of 12 rounds. Judah painted a vivid picture of Mike's mentality as akin to a relentless beast in the boxing ring. Judah said, "I can tell you from the mindset of a fighter, he has been great at what he's done. He's been given a great gift. He took great control and responsibility of his physique and everything." Furthermore, Judah highlighted that Tyson, even at 58, would aim for a swift conclusion to the fight, preferring to finish it well before the scheduled 12 rounds. He described Tyson's mindset as that of a relentless beast in the boxing ring, maintaining the spirit and determination of a seasoned fighter. He added, "So he still feels like at the age of 58 that he still wants to do it. You know what I mean? So, hey, listen, one thing about the champ, if the champ is going to do it, he is going to go for the biggest and the best." Asked whether he expected a knockout, Judah replied, "Of course, Tyson. I don't think Jake can knock out Tyson. No way. Of course I will put some money on it." Meanwhile, his wife Christina, who says they had heard that the fight was set up in the last year, added, "This is going to be his last fight, I believe. So if he's going out, I believe he's going to go out with a bang. Yeah, I don't think Jake's going to be able to understand who he is in the ring with." They both admitted that Paul and Tyson are friends, but Judah warned, "Remember the rules. Mike said there are no friends in the ring. He's the one that said it. You know what he is saying." On the other hand, Jake Paul is gearing up to undergo a significant physical metamorphosis in the upcoming weeks as he prepares for his bout against Mike Tyson. Paul, at the age of 27, is poised to venture into uncharted territory as he steps into the heavyweight division for the very first time. Here is how he has been training for the fight.
August, I'm back, baby.
Questions have emerged regarding the permissibility of proceeding with the bout, especially in light of concerns surrounding Tyson's well-being. At 57 years old, Tyson stands as a towering figure, a full 3 decades ahead of Paul in age. Recent doubts about the former heavyweight champion's readiness for a fight arose with the resurfacing of archival footage on social media, showing Tyson relying on a walking stick for assistance during a stroll.
Tyson, can you guys vouch for me? Am I right?
No. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, brother. You looking good, Mike.
You're
welcome.
photo, Mr. Tyson.
However, amidst the fervor, there's a lively discourse among the principal figures regarding the genesis of this highly anticipated matchup. Paul's sibling Logan asserted that he was the initial contender, offered the opportunity to spar against Tyson, a claim that Jake vehemently contests. Jake disclosed that Tyson wasn't his initial preference, citing insufficient financial incentive to sway his first choice. Tommy Fury. Speaking on his podcast, Logan spoke to fellow YouTuber turned boxer KSI and said, "I said no to fighting Mike Tyson. I was offered it, but not on Netflix and not for a big-ass bag." He described the offer as more of a genuine match suggestion rather than a large-scale entertainment event.
For both Mike and Jake, the bag. Like, at what point, you can't, I don't know if you can say no. I said no to fighting Mike Tyson.
I'd say no.
I was offered it.
You actually offered it?
Yeah, I was offered it, but not on Netflix. and not for a big ass bag. It was just like oh, this could be a real fight. Because I've been asked before. I'm sure you have too. Do you think you could beat Mike Tyson? And my answer was and will be yes.
Well, yeah,
I just think
now?
I just think he's too old, bro. That's crazy.
God,
He's senile.
Logan recalled being questioned in the past about his chances against Mike Tyson and stated that his response remains affirmative. He added, "It was just like an, oh, this could be a real fight. Because I've been asked before, I'm sure you have too. Do you think you could beat Mike Tyson?" And my answer was, and will be, yes. I just think he's too old, bro. He's senile. Subsequently, Jake engaged in a conversation with streamer Aden Ross, during which he addressed and brushed off the aforementioned comments made earlier. Jake said, yeah, which is also not true. We're the ones that brought the deal to Mike Tyson. Jake expressed confusion over why such statements were made, explaining that it was he, along with Most Valuable Promotions and his partner Nikisa, who secured a deal with Netflix before approaching other fighters for participation. He added, so I don't know why he would say that. Me and Most Valuable Promotions and my partner Nikisa struck a deal with Netflix and then went to other fighters to get them involved. Revealing which person he had initially wanted to fight, Jake said, it started with Tommy Fury. He wanted more money and there wasn't more money. Then we went to Mike Tyson and after like months of talking, got him to be down to fight. And so Mike Tyson wasn't offering people deals. So I don't know what he's talking about. Afterward, they approached Mike Tyson and after months of discussions, they were able to convince him to agree to the fight. Jake clarified that it was not Tyson who was offering deals to others, countering the claims made by Logan.
This clip right here. Oh, this was mentioned on your podcast. Logan said he was offered to fight Mike Tyson and he declined.
Yeah, which is also not true.
Oh, so Logan was not offered to fight Mike Tyson?
No.
Oh.
Because we're the ones that brought the deal to Mike Tyson.
Gotcha.
So I don't know why he would say that. Like me and Most Valuable Promotions and my partner Nikisa struck a deal with Netflix and then went to other fighters to try to get them involved.
On the other hand, Jake Paul's associate retaliated against boxing promoter Eddie Hearn's critique of the impending Mike Tyson match, branding him a hypocrite. Despite the significant 30-year age disparity, Paul and Tyson are slated to engage in combat on July 20th in Texas. Hearn had expressed doubts regarding Tyson's comeback to boxing. He said, I guess if you criticize it, you're a hater, aren't you? So I'm probably not the best person to ask, because I love the sport of boxing. I find it incredibly sad, but it's a big event. You can't deny that. He remarked on Tyson's age, estimating it to be around 58 or 60, and while recognizing him as one of the greatest boxers ever, Hearn confessed that as a passionate fan of boxing, it pains him to witness Tyson's situation. Hearn added, but is he 60 yet? Mike Tyson? 58? Something like that. One of the greatest fighters that ever lived. But I'm one of a small percent of absolute mad boxing lovers that it actually breaks my heart to see that. Nevertheless, Paul's Most Valuable Promotions co-founder, Nikisa Badarian, promptly countered his remarks. Badarian swiftly criticized Eddie Hearn's recent enthusiasm for a potential Manny Pacquiao versus Conor Benn match, highlighting concerns about Pacquiao's age and Benn's recent involvement in drug test controversies. Additionally, Badarian pointed out that Benn's current legal issues have resulted in him being without a British Boxing Board of Control license. Badarian said, it's incredibly ironic and, as usual, hypocritical of Eddie Hearn to talk negatively about another event. Badarian criticized Eddie Hearn's comments on another event as both ironic and hypocritical. Badarian added, Eddie was standing between Manny Pacquiao, a very small-statured 45-year-old man, and his next opponent, a 27-year-old matchroom fighter who has had issues getting licensed in the UK to box again. It's incredibly sad. Badarian expressed sadness over this scenario and accused Hearn of focusing more on critiquing others' events than managing his own business affairs. Badarian stated, he spends more time speaking about other people's business than he does tending his own. Originally, the expectation hovered around Paul versus Tyson, shaping up as an exhibition match. However, MMA reporter Ariel Helwani has revealed a potential shift.
I don't know. Is it a pro bout? How many rounds? What's the weight? Like, we literally just found out like an hour and a half or so ago. I'm still digesting it. Obviously, there's a few things that come to mind. Number one, it's Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Number two, there's a 30-year age gap there. Number three, AT&T Stadium. Number four, Netflix.
Helwani said that the event coordinators are exploring the possibility of elevating its status to that of a professional bout with sanctioning sought from the Texas Boxing Commission. Helwani said, they're still working on a few important details based on the conversations I've had. Is it pro or is it an exhibition? They want pro, but that's up to the Texas Commission. We'll have to wait and see. Wait, I'm told I'm a heavyweight. Rounds? I'm working on that as well. Moreover, Derek Chisora, completely unrelated to the upcoming match, has made an unexpected announcement. The bout will be conducted using 18-ounce gloves and headgear. Chisora said, "I know for a fact they are using 18-ounce gloves and headguards, if I'm not mistaken." Helwani, though, insists this is not the case. He said, "I was told there's absolutely no headgear involved. This is going to look like your typical boxing match. It's just like an exhibition like Mike's last fight was against Roy Jones in November 2020? Or is it just going to be a normal, pro heavyweight fight that has no strings attached in that regard?" This was then confirmed by Paul's business partner, Nakisa Badarian, who said, "Unequivocally, there is no headgear for Paul versus Tyson. Haters spreading fake news, but it won't stop the tens of millions of views. A reputable boxing commission is highly unlikely to approve a match between an aging Tyson and an opponent who is 31 years younger." Although the age difference was not as pronounced, there remained genuine apprehensions regarding the potential health consequences associated with the confrontation. The magnitude of those worries looms much larger in the context of Paul versus Tyson. Spencer Oliver, host of Talk Boxing, has voiced his apprehension. He said, "I'm scared about it, to be honest. You look at the bad health he has been in recently. We've seen him on crutches, and I think the kid from the Disney Channel is going to knock out Mike Tyson." In the midst of it all, Paul is determined to notch another triumph onto his list of achievements. Despite the glaring age disparity between himself and Tyson, Paul refuses to let criticism hold him back. In a recent live stream alongside Aden Ross, he boldly confronts his detractors, showing unwavering resolve in his pursuit of victory. Paul said, "You want to know the difference between Mike Tyson and KSI? Mike Tyson will actually fight me. So who's the bitch now? That's the difference. Mike's this. Mike's 57, but Mike signed the contract, KSI. You can say what you want, but you're fat running around, doing Sidemen YouTube videos, and I'm changing the sport of boxing." He downplayed the criticisms of Tyson's age, emphasizing that Tyson agreed to the fight by signing the contract, whereas he accused KSI of avoiding the confrontation and instead focusing on making content for YouTube with his group, Sidemen. Paul also reacted to Mike Tyson's training footage.
I think you got him. You got him, Jake.
1-2-1. Yeah, he's this dog though, and he still got the movement.
Oh my God, never mind. Oh my. How is he still doing that at 60?
I think once you've done something your whole life, it's like muscle memory.
Got it.
It's like natural within you. But that's pretty scary. Like when I saw this, I was like,
okay, so
Moreover, Paul criticized KSI's physical condition and his choice of activities, contrasting them with his own efforts to change the sport of boxing. Paul added, "The biggest fight of the 21st century. Netflix, what could anyone possibly say while you're making FIFA reaction videos? I'm sorry, but we're just not the same." On the other hand, Jake Paul also responded to the rumors surrounding the fight rules versus Mike Tyson. Here is what he said.
just a quick message to the people who are complaining about the rules of me versus Mike Tyson. Some TikToker made a video making up all these fake rules. Me and Logan tag teaming him, us wearing headgear, all of this bullshit. If you believed that, you're a fucking idiot and you shouldn't be allowed to vote. You shouldn't be allowed to drive on the streets and endanger other people. I feel bad for any dumbass who believes that, and I would never let my fans down in a fight like this and wearing headgear. Come on now, people.
In anticipation of the fight, UFC icon Chuck Liddell has predicted how Mike Tyson and Jake Paul's upcoming fight will play out. Before the showdown, Liddell asserted that despite the variance in age, Tyson was poised to overwhelm his opponent with sheer force. Liddell said, "As soon as Tyson hits him, it's over. The last thing to go is power. If he hits him, it's over. If you've seen Mike, he still hits." Liddell then sent an ominous warning to the problem child. "Hey Jake, keep covered up, man." However, despite any doubts, Paul confidently declared his intention to knock Tyson out as he announced the impending fight. He recently said, "My sights are set on becoming a world champion, and now I have a chance to prove myself against the greatest heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet, and the most dangerous boxer of all time. Time to put Iron Mike to sleep." Opinions diverged greatly as fans debated fervently over their predictions of the ultimate victor. Supporters in Jake's camp argue that at 57 years of age, Tyson is deemed too aged to endure the rigors of the ring. Conversely, opposing views assert that Tyson's accumulated skill and experience surpass Jake's youthful vigor and speed. For instance, XQC, a well-known streamer, voiced his belief that the legendary fighter might be deemed past his prime to emerge victorious against Jake.
Mike Tyson's been like retired, chilling out, doing shrooms and shit that he does hero dosing and shit. Like the guy's just been chilling the fuck out,
XQC went on to add, I just think he has a certain technique that's gonna hurt a lot. The contentious bout has caused a rift among boxing enthusiasts, prompting former lightweight unified champion Amir Khan to weigh in on the issue. Speaking to Gambling Zone, the 37-year-old said, the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, wow, no one would have ever expected a fight like that fight to be made. He acknowledged Tyson's legendary status in boxing and cautioned against underestimating him due to his age or time spent retired, despite Tyson having participated in some exhibition matches. Khan's comments reflect a sense of respect for Tyson's enduring reputation and abilities in the boxing world. Khan said, Mike Tyson is a legend of the game and not someone who you want to mess about with. Even though he's older now and has been retired for a long time, he's obviously done a few exhibitions. Despite the barrage of criticism directed at Paul for engaging in a bout with an opponent nearly 3 times his age while he's at the peak of his physical prowess, Khan has emerged with a contrasting perspective, issuing a stark, cautionary message to the YouTube sensation. Khan explained, I just feel that he can really hurt Jake Paul. I just can't believe what Jake Paul's thinking. He's fighting a heavyweight great, and I think he can get hurt badly. Khan shared his concerns about Jake Paul's decision to fight Mike Tyson, emphasizing the potential risk of serious injury due to Tyson's power and reputation. As a heavyweight legend, he expressed disbelief at the situation, questioning the rationale behind Paul's choice and whether the fight was more about generating hype than an actual competitive match. Khan added, is it just hype with Mike and Jake, posting it at the same? This is unreal, and I hope that Mike doesn't end up hurting him because at the end of the day, I like Jake, but Mike is not a person you want to mess with or do an exhibition with, especially when you're a lot smaller and lighter. Despite liking Jake Paul, Khan highlighted the mismatch in size and experience between Paul and Tyson, cautioning against the dangers of facing Tyson, even in an exhibition setting. Khan remained uncertain about the actual occurrence of the fight, but concluded with a prediction favoring Tyson, noting his continued dangerousness despite his age, and anticipated a knockout victory for Tyson. Khan said, I don't know how this is going to go. Is it really going to happen? It amazes me, and I'm shocked. I've got Mike Tyson winning by knockout. Even though he's in his 50s, he's still a dangerous guy not to be messed with. Meanwhile, we also have John McCarthy's take on the spectacle of Mike Tyson facing off against Jake Paul in the boxing ring. He said, I hate it. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. Contemplating the upcoming brawl, Big John, once a seasoned MMA referee turned Bellator PFL analyst, can only envision it as it unfolds before him, offering his insights just as he perceives them. McCarthy said, I love Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson was a great fighter, but what do you think is going to happen if you put Joe Montana on a football field right now? How good do you think it's going to look? There is speed in sports that Mike Tyson has lost, a ton of his speed. McCarthy further emphasized the limitations of conditioning at the age of 57 or 58, arguing that no matter how fit Tyson may be, he cannot maintain the same physical condition he once had. He suggested that Tyson would tire more quickly than in his younger days, affecting his performance significantly. McCarthy expressed concern that while Tyson might retain some power, his reduced speed would hinder his ability to effectively land punches. He added, I don't care how good of condition you get in as a 57-year-old, almost 58 when that fight happens. You cannot maintain that conditioning. Anything happens. It goes right out the door, and it takes you forever to kind of get it back. When he goes into that ring, he's going to get tired. Moreover, McCarthy criticized the event, suggesting it's inappropriate and expressing disappointment with the situation, implying it's a spectacle rather than a legitimate athletic competition. He added, he will get tired much faster than he ever did before based upon his age. Yes, he will have some power, but he doesn't have the speed to get that power to the target in the same way. I look at this and I go, man, shame on everyone for this whole thing. As this bout draws nearer, it has become more than a mere fight. It has evolved into a cultural phenomenon, challenging our perceptions of age, capability, and the very nature of sports entertainment. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos.